Yo, 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 yo. This African Nat. I'm coming with another video. And today we're going to talk about Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, because it was announced today for September 13th in Las Vegas, Nevada. The date is September 13th in Las Vegas, Nevada. So let's get into this fight. Now, what I'm going to break down, so let's get into this fight. Do I think who I think gonna win the fight? I'm gonna tell you at the end. Who I put my money on, I'm gonna tell you at the end. Let's break it down. So Terence Crawford, we're gonna start with Terence. Terence Crawford, in his last three fights with Madrimov, Earl Spence, and also Ebenezer, he stayed right in front of those fighters. Even with Sean Porter, like he did show footwork when he fought Sean though. But in those three fights, he kind of stayed in front of his opponents, and I feel like he came in and did the fight heavier than he normally did in those fights. But he stayed right in front of his opponents. You know, he showed he stayed in front of them. Like he didn't use them angles. He didn't use a lot of that slick foot movement that he was doing earlier on when he was young, when he was lighter and younger, in the lighter weight class and younger. That slick foot movement he used to have, the angles he was using. He wasn't really, I didn't see him using a lot of that in those last three fights. I just kind of seen him standing in front of him, beating him to the punch. And he'll stay like with Madrimov, he stayed right outside his range with Madrimov. But I didn't see him really like use a lot of footwork. And I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Now let's speak on Canelo real fast. Canelo, when he fought, when he fought the guys that he lost to, and the guy that I felt like he lost to, which was Lara. I felt like he lost to Lara even though he won. He lost to Floyd and he lost to Bivol. And one thing them three guys had in common that I saw when I watched those fights, and the thing is that they will move back. They'll take that step and a half back or half a step back, and then they'll circle to the right or the left. They'll be right outside of his range, and then they'll circle to the right or the left. And that made it difficult for Canelo to really land them punches that he liked to land, because Canelo liked to land them body punch, them hooks to the body. If you circle, whatever way you circle, he gonna throw that hand hook to the body, and then he gonna go to the head. He liked to do that. That's one of his things that he liked to do, the hook to the body, hook to the head. But they circled and stayed right outside his range, so he couldn't hit him. And able to get their punches off. When they came in, get their punches off, he'd put his guards up, have a high guard, then he'd move back, they'd step back, and then they'd circle to the right or the left to stay outside of his range, so he couldn't really get his punches off. So that's what they did, and that's what was difficult for Canelo in those fights. That the one he lost, the two he lost, and the one I felt like he lost against Floyd, against Bivol that he lost, and Lara I felt like he lost. Now, my opinion is, if Terence come in at a good weight, not come in too heavy, then he can use his footwork, he can use his speed, he can use them angles, he can do all that, and he'll be able to beat Canelo easy. I ain't gonna say easy, but he'll be able to beat Canelo with the package that I seen him with at them lighter weights. He'll be able to beat Canelo. I don't think it'll be a problem. But if he come in trying to absorb Canelo punches and come in heavy, because the fight is at 168. Let's say he come in at 15 pounds heavier. I think it might be too much. It might slow him down. We never seen Terence boxing at coming in at 180 or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We never really seen him at 180 nothing coming in the ring. We haven't saw that. So I think that'll slow him down. Hopefully he stay around like, I hope he come in maybe into the fight, maybe come in maybe 5 or 6 pounds heavier, maybe 72, 75, 76, something like that. Somewhere in there would be a good weight for him to come in to fight at. 60. 72 or something like that. In the 70s, the mid 70s. Come in the mid 70s, that'd be a good weight, because he still possibly can move around, use his speed, use his them angles, use his agility, use that footwork, that elusive footwork. He got that elusive movement. He can use that. But I feel like if he come in heavy and try to come heavier to absorb some of Canelo punches, man, it might not go his way. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. It might not go his way. I think he should come in lighter. I think if he come in lighter, he can move better. He can use his angles, like I said, elusiveness, all that stuff. Good footwork. You know what I'm saying? If he come in at a lighter weight, because we never seen Terence coming in at like boxing at 180 in the ring. We don't know how he can move at 180, because one thing for sure, heavier weights you move slower. Everything is slower when you carrying heavier weight. You know what I'm saying? Everything. So with that being said, if Terence come in at a reasonable weight, I think Terence would beat Canelo. Who I would bet my money on if I was betting on this fight, I'm betting on Terence. Because if anybody can beat Canelo, if anybody can beat Canelo in a fashion and show that he's a level above or really dominate Canelo, it's Terence Crawford. It's Terence Crawford. He got all the tools to do it. He got the whole bag to do it. If anybody can do it, it's Terence Crawford. So if I was betting on this fight, and I'm assuming Terence is an underdog, I'm betting with Terence. However, like I said, if Terence come in a little too heavy, then it might be a long night for him. It might be hard for him. Canelo might start breaking him down with them punches, them hooks to the body, to the head. Them body punches might start breaking him down, because we ain't really seen nobody really hit his body like that, go to his body like that. But if he can keep his distance, as I seen him do with Madrimov, and stay right outside, but Canelo might be quick enough to close that gap. But we like I said, we'll see. If I was betting, I'm betting on Crawford. Who I think gonna win the fight is a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. But if I was betting my money, I'm betting on Crawford, not because he's the underdog, because I feel like if anybody can pull it off, it's Crawford. With that being said, this is African Nat with the African Nat Show. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. This African Nat. Peace out.